rotate about 45, and I always get mixed up on which we essentially need to grab a handle here. Let's click the pivot here, Z. Yeah, we want to grab Z and spin it around this way. So let's put this back in there. That's fine. So Z is going to go minus 90. Okay, so it's going to spin 90 this way and then back, or 90 total. And we want it to go loop, and we want it to reverse, and halfway is 30. So what does that tell us? Out of 60 frames, it's going to go over 30 frames and then back 30 frames for a total of 60. So that's a loop, and it reverses its direction when it gets to 30. Alright, so that's going to be the same for all of these. So we go minus 90. Oh, and we have to turn it on. That would help if we turn on the fact that it's rotating. Okay, and then let's see, same thing. Boom, boom. There, 30. And same thing, group 3 minus 90. Turn it on. 30. Alright, so now we have that part done. Now, for the all the objects, we're going to do a rotate, and it's the same, only this is going to be minus 40. It starts at 20, has to go all the way over minus 40, and then back, and loop, reverse 30. And let's see, I got to make sure. I haven't even tested this with all these things set in, so let me go ahead. Well, we might as well just do it. See what happens. So then with all the fields filled in, and if you don't fill them in, you'll get a message saying fill them in. Let's hit animate. Alright, so now, as we scrub this, okay, yeah, now this happened to me before. It's actually going the wrong way, so I want positive 40 on the overall, and these guys are losing their mind. So here's what you do if that happens. Let's go back here and go positive 40. And you can test that right away. If you want to go back to animate and you scrub it, now we're going the correct way. And notice that it's coming back when it hits 30, back to the beginning. So we're good there. Okay, let's go back. And these have lost their pivot point. So we will go back and fix that. So you can click on, well, let's just click here. Oops. There's that. So we click it and put it back. And then we come down here, click that one, pick it, and put it back. And then we click right on the image, and that loads it. And then we put that one back. Alright. Now let's go back to animate. And it's hard to see in the preview, but let's but those are spinning, because you can look and see if you look at the X in the gem. There it's spinning and then spinning back. And you can decide how much of that you want it to be affected by. So, let's go ahead now, and I guess what I'll do is I'll get well, for this test, let me just load a background. So I'm going to go to the props and click the backdrop and let's invert that. There we go. Okay, and I gotta assign some materials here. Let's get this out of there. Alright, so the ground plane is shiny white. We'll leave it at that. And I'm going to hit pause because all I'm going to do here is assign some materials, and that's not the point of this video. So let me do that. Okay, so the materials are assigned, environment and everything. And if you wanted to do record a preview of just the viewport the way it is here, which is the fastest way to do an actual animation. So now that we've scrubbed the video and we know it's good, I've assigned my materials, and like I say, I would do that at the beginning. So we exploded gems, assigned materials, we're good to go. But if you wanted to do a video of the viewport, you can do that, or if we just go to render. So I'll show you what this looks like. I'm going to hit, oh, and always scrub back to frame 1. It freaks it out if you want to start an animation from frame, 27. Always scrub back to the beginning. And so now we just hit record, and here comes the renders, and I'll let this go. And I have these on complex gems so that if there's any intersecting metal or whatever, it'll find it. So there's the progress, and I'm going to hit pause and we'll let it keep going. Okay, so here we are back in the video here, and there's the last frame. It's been animated. So let me go open up. Now, here's the deal. Here's one rookie move that I did. If I go back to configure, right here is file prefix. That's the name of the animation. That's our just default name. So you can call this swing or whatever you want, but I forgot to name it, so it was file prefix. So knowing that, we're going to go over to browse here. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, so here we have file prefix, and oops, that's the alpha mask version of it. So there's the first frame. Alright, now here's the deal though. And let's pull this back in so you guys can actually see this. There we go. It generates alpha mask for all these, and I really don't need it. So what I do is I just type alpha, and it goes and finds all the alphas. So we'll go down there and go down there. So there's all the alphas, so we'll nuke those. Are you sure? Yep, I'm way sure. And so then we'll go back to matrix 6 here, animation, and there's the file prefix. Here's my other hoop one that I was messing around with. So there's my animation. Okay, so let's come back to matrix, and here's how this works. We go over to movie maker, click, there it is, and we go pick files, and we go to let's go documents, matrix 6, animation, and you pick the first one and say open. Alright, this appears to be the start of an image sequence. Why, yes it is. Alright, now when I do animations, I do it 1 frame equals 1 frame. So there's 30 frames per second in an animation, so 30 frames per second. Quality wise, 2, 3, somewhere in there, and make movie. And this is, we'll call it file prefix. We'll let that go. Might as well know which one it is. Okay, and there it is, going back and forth, and they're also spinning. So there's how I would do that one in the animation builder. Now, As you can see, when it gets to